Today, we explore the tragic saga of the Ease family in the village of Umagu. Through the story of Chief Nnamdi's two sons, Obinna and Chike, we'll witness how a single seed of envy can grow into a consuming darkness capable of tearing apart even the most respected family. Set against a vivid cultural landscape, this is a tale of rivalry, betrayal, and the enduring consequences of unchecked ambition. In the serene village of Umagu, nestled in the heart of Igbo land, the community was tightly woven by traditions of respect, loyalty, and honor. At the heart of Umagu was the respected Ease family, led by Chief Nnamdi Ease. Known for his wisdom, fairness, and commitment to his people, Chief Nnamdi was both wealthy and noble, a figure revered by villagers who trusted his judgment and leadership. His household was large and lively, filled with children, servants, and his several wives, each playing a distinct role within the family's intricate hierarchy. One day, Chief Nnamdi gathered his family to announce his decision on who would succeed him as head of the family. His eldest son, Obinna, had long been groomed for this position. Strong, capable, and widely respected, Obinna embodied all the qualities of a future leader. However, his virtues also stirred resentment within the household, particularly from his half-brother, Chike. Hidden beneath a mask of loyalty, Chike's jealousy and ambition simmered deeply, filling him with a burning desire to assume a position he felt was his own. As Chief Nnamdi gazed over at his family, a shadow of doubt flickered across his mind, a fleeting feeling that he dismissed, not knowing the consequences of his choice would soon shake the family to its core. The day of the decision arrived amid a rich tapestry of traditional ceremonies. Elders assembled, drums pulsed rhythmically, and the fragrance of freshly prepared dishes filled the air. Clad in majestic attire, Chief Nnamdi took his seat at the family compound's head, with his wives, children, and relatives gathered around. Villagers eagerly awaited the pronouncement, a word that would steer the family's legacy and the village's future. Chief Nnamdi spoke of the family's honored lineage, underlining loyalty, sacrifice, and honor. Finally, he turned to Obinna and declared, "My son, I entrust you with the honor of leading our family when my time is past." An air of awe filled the compound as he placed the ceremonial staff in Obinna's hands, symbolizing the transfer of power. Applause erupted, but Chike's face darkened with fury. Silently, he vowed to reclaim what he believed was his, regardless of the cost. Unseen by all, he had already sown seeds of division that would soon threaten to tear the family apart. As weeks passed, Chike's envy intensified, fueling his determination to undermine Obinna's position. He knew the family's vulnerabilities and exploited them to craft a subtle campaign of rumors within the household. Whispering to servants and distant relatives, he painted Obinna as self-serving and untrustworthy, while he projected himself as the dutiful son who sought only the family's best interests. When word of these rumors reached Obinna, he was hurt but maintained his patience. Finally, the two brothers confronted each other beneath the ancient Iroko tree, its dense branches casting shadows as they exchanged tense words. Chike spoke calmly but hinted at threats, while Obinna fought to mask his hurt and disbelief. "Why can't you accept our father's decision, brother?" he asked quietly, but Chike only smiled and replied, "The future is never certain." As Chike walked away, Obinna felt an uneasy chill, realizing his brother's jealousy ran much deeper than he had known. Days later, turmoil gripped the family when a prized family heirloom, a bronze necklace passed down through generations, vanished from the compound. Tensions escalated as servants scoured every corner and Chief Nnamdi questioned each family member. Chike wasted no time hinting to their father that Obinna could be involved, further fanning the flames of suspicion. Shocked by the accusation, Obinna vehemently denied any involvement, pleading for his father's trust. But the seeds of distrust Chike had sown had already taken root in Chief Nnamdi's mind, leaving a rift between father and son. Chike, observing from the shadows, felt satisfaction as the distance between father and son grew. Over the following weeks, Obinna noticed the village's attitude shifting. Those who once admired him now seemed wary. Chike, meanwhile, steadily gained favor by playing the devoted son, careful to conceal his true intentions. One evening, while wandering the village lost in thought, Obinna encountered an elderly woman, Neka, renowned for her wisdom. She sensed his distress and listened as he shared his doubts about Chike's motives. She warned him, "Beware of the one who wears two faces, for he will move mountains to satisfy his ambition." Her words haunted him as he returned home, deepening his suspicions. Determined to reclaim his honor, Obinna resolved to investigate the missing necklace. As he delved deeper, he became increasingly certain that Chike had orchestrated the theft as a ploy. His inquiries eventually led him to Chike's close friends, young men known for their cunning. Though they evaded his questions, their nervous demeanor only confirmed his suspicions. Aware that Obinna might investigate further, Chike made his next move by planting a false lead, a bracelet hidden beneath Obinna's bed. When Chike discovered this item and showed it to Chief Nnamdi, Obinna was summoned and confronted. Shocked and disheartened, Obinna could barely process his father's cold suspicion. Despite his earnest denials, Chief Nnamdi's trust had been eroded by Chike's calculated deception, leaving Obinna isolated within his family. With his reputation damaged, Chike stepped into the role left vacant by Obinna's disgrace, evilly assuming responsibilities and garnering the villagers' and elders' admiration. Yet, Obinna refused to yield, his resolve to prove his innocence only strengthening with each passing day. As rumors of his supposed dishonor spread beyond Umagu, his once loyal friends turned away, fearing the association might taint their own reputations. Heartbroken but undeterred, Obinna sought allies beyond his village, reaching out to an old family friend, Enz Ikenna, renowned for his impartial wisdom. Ikenna pledged to uncover the truth, instructing Obinna to act as though nothing was amiss. Meanwhile, Chike's influence continued to grow. He charmed the elders and villagers with elaborate feasts, reinforcing the notion that he was the rightful leader. Despite Chike's efforts, Obinna waited patiently for word from Ikenna, keeping his brother's ambition in check. Eventually, Ikenna's message arrived, revealing Chike's clandestine dealings with a powerful dibia, spiritual healer, who specialized in manipulation and dark arts. Realizing the extent of his brother's treachery, Obinna knew he had to act carefully, as Chike's ambitions were now entangled with dangerous forces. Seeking advice, he confided in Neka, who reminded him of the power of truth and courage. She counseled him to gather allies and publicly confront Chike at the village's sacred shrine, where the ancestors' spirits would witness his testimony. The day of the reckoning arrived, and villagers gathered as Obinna revealed Chike's deception. As Obinna recounted his brother's collusion with the dibia, Chike initially denied the accusations, but Neka's ritual forced the truth to emerge. To the shock of all, visions of Chike's secret rituals appeared, exposing the depth of his deceit. Overcome with sorrow, Chief Nnamdi confronted Chike, condemning his betrayal. Neka proposed that Chike be stripped of his status and live as an outcast until he earned the ancestors' forgiveness. Chike's punishment began the following day, and the villagers, once in awe of him, turned away. Though vindicated, Obinna's heart remained heavy as he wondered if reconciliation with Chike was still possible. Life in Umagu slowly returned to normal, with Obinna proving his dedication as Chief Nnamdi's trusted advisor. His achievements earned him the respect of elders, but the memory of Chike's betrayal haunted him. Neka reminded him that redemption could be sought even by those most hardened, and Obinna extended gestures of forgiveness to his brother, only to be rebuffed by Chike's continued resentment. In time, Chike's bitterness led him back to the dibia, who performed a dark ritual that empowered him with unnatural strength. Soon, Umagu fell under a shadow of misfortune, and crops withered while livestock grew sickly. As fear spread through the village, Obinna confronted his brother, urging him to abandon his vendetta. But Chike's anger had grown beyond reason, and he dismissed Obinna's pleas. The ensuing months saw strange events escalate, drawing the village toward an inevitable conflict between the brothers. At last, an external threat arrived in the form of raiders. Both brothers rose to defend the village, fighting side by side in a momentary truce that reminded villagers of their shared heritage. Once the raiders were defeated, however, Chike's envy re-emerged as the villagers praised Obinna's leadership. This final rejection intensified his resentment, leading him to incite rebellion within the village. As tensions mounted, Chief Nnamdi made a last attempt at reconciliation, offering the brothers joint leadership. But Chike refused, plotting instead to overthrow his brother. Late one night, the village erupted into chaos as Chike's followers clashed with Obinna's allies in a violent rebellion. In the midst of the mayhem, Chike struck Obinna in a tragic accident. As Obinna lay dying, he forgave his brother, leaving Chike to face the consequences of his actions. In the wake of Obinna's death, Chief Nnamdi mourned his son's fractured bond and withdrew from public life. Umagu, though devastated, honored Obinna's memory by embracing his values of unity and forgiveness. Chike, weighed down by guilt, wandered the land, finding solace in service to others. Through these actions, he sought redemption, though his legacy remained a cautionary tale. Years later, a new generation rose, led by Ifeanyi, a young leader who embodied Obinna's virtues. He implemented practices of fairness and inclusion, guiding Umuagu to an era of unity. The village built a statue to honor Obinna, and every year they celebrated the Festival of Unity, inspired by the sacrifices made by both Obinna and Chike. The story of the Ease family became a timeless lesson in resilience, forgiveness, and the enduring power of community.